vision clear as Kentucky charm is here. April's got that princess flair with military precision there. Barbie sprinkles magic dust in this place we call a trust. Come on in, don't be shy, we'll teach you how to reach the sky. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Emma's young blood leads the way, making magic every day. Barely art school holds it tight from morning sun to late at night. Retreat weekends, learn and grow all the tricks we wanna show. Every color, every thread builds a joy that lies ahead. Take my hand, I'll show you how we can start creating now. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Red hair flying, fingers working, princess teaching, never shirking. Glitter goblins pass through ways, Emma managing our days. Melanie streams in purple hues, we're the team that never loses. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Purple walls and friendly faces, this is where your heart embraces all the joy that you can make here at our ScrappyShak. Walk into our purple paradise where creativity comes alive. Melanie's got the vision clear as Kentucky charm is here. April's got that princess flair with military precision there. Barbie sprinkles magic dust in this place we call a trust. Come on in, don't be shy, we'll teach you how to reach the sky. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Emma's young blood leads the way, making magic every day. Barely art school holds it tight from morning sun to late at night. Retreat weekends, learn and grow all the tricks we wanna show. Every color, every thread builds a joy that lies ahead. Take my hand, I'll show you how we can start creating now. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Red hair flying, fingers working, princess teaching, never shirking. Glitter goblins pass through ways, Emma managing our days. Melanie streams in purple hues, we're the team that never loses. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, ScrappyShak, love and laughter, to our purple paradise where creativity comes alive. Melanie's got the vision clear, Red's Kentucky charm is here. April's got that princess flair with military precision there. Barbie sprinkles magic dust in this place we call a trust. Come on in, don't be shy, we'll teach you how to reach the sky. ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Emma's young blood leads the way, making magic every day. Barely art school holds it tight from morning sun to late at night. Retreat weekends, learn and grow, all the tricks we wanna show. Every color, every thread builds a joy that lies ahead. Take my hand, I'll show you how we can start creating now. ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Red hair flying, fingers working, princess teaching, never shirking. Glitter goblins pass through ways, Emma managing our days. Melanie's dreams in purple hues, we're the team that never loses. ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Purple walls and friendly faces, this is where your heart embraces all the joy that you can make here at our ScrappyShak. Walking to our purple paradise where creativity comes alive. Melanie's got the vision clear, Red's Kentucky charm is here. April's got that princess flair with military precision there. Barbie sprinkles magic dust in this place we call a trust. Come on in, don't be shy, we'll teach you how to reach the sky. ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Emma's young blood leads the way, making magic every day. Barely art school holds it tight from morning sun to late at night. Retreat weekends, learn and grow, all the tricks we wanna show. Every color, every thread builds a joy that lies ahead. Take my hand, I'll show you how we can start creating now. ScrappyShak, come and make your dreams come back. We'll show you how to cut and paste, nothing here will go to waste. ScrappyShak, love and laughter, that's our track. Red hair flying, fingers working, princess teaching, never shirking. Glitter goblins pass through ways, Emma managing our days. Melanie's dreams in purple hues, we're the team that never loses.
Wipe off my roasting with face. They heard that. You know. We're just kidding. Ooh, Diane says she's working on some spring forward retreat kits.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's what we like to hear. Hello, baby goblin. Nice to see you. You haven't been on a long time.
Baby goblin.
All right. So, folks, what I'm going to lead with this morning is an angry rant. No, just kidding. But I do want to give you some information. When we tell you that we're going to ship something on a certain date or by a certain week or by the end of the month or whatever, we are giving you the best information that we have at the time. Okay. And Melanie hasn't asked me to talk about this. This is just coming from my heart this morning. As the person who answers most of the emails, as the person who does the shipping, I'm seeing a couple things kind of industry wide. And I think it's because all of the different companies are trying so hard to compete against each other that everybody's trying to get their product out there first and for sale first, so they get their share of the money first. And so
first.
And everybody's giving some dates that are pretty unreasonable. You know, they're giving us the soonest date they think they expect to have the product in the warehouse. And a lot of times it's not coming to them on that date. Most recently, because of weather, we've had all the ice, we've had all the snow. You know, those storms have been half the country. And then sometimes it's just, you know, the factory things didn't get made quite on time. You know, or the weather where the factory is different from our weather. Yes. Elizabeth Craft right now was having a big debacle because their shipment had got caught up in customs, and customs just decided to keep it for a long time. And Els finally said on the live yesterday that it had been released from customs. So they're expecting, you know, this is an order that we were expecting to have. I think we were expecting to kind of have it on the 4th earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it hasn't even made it to their warehouse yet. So once they get it, and they're going to get pallets and pallets and pallets of it, it may take a day or two for them to count everything and get it into receiving and process it through their system before they can even turn around and ship it. And then it will come to us. So, and the same thing happened with the Tim paper. On one of Tim's live, he talked about the fact that the paper had been caught up and was going to be a few days delayed from factory to warehouse. And so then by the time it got to warehouses, we had all those storms and it got delayed to us. And, you know, I understand when you have an order in and it doesn't come when you think it's going to come, you want to know why. And I have been emailing out to people, but I think some of those emails are going to spam, and so folks aren't seeing the information, and then they're emailing me individually, and it's just, I don't know. I wish, I'm not mad at customers. What I wish is that the companies would start giving a little leeway. Like if they expect products to arrive at their warehouse on the 15th, I wish they would just tell us it was going to be on the 20th. And then
Right.
if they, you know, maybe it's the high school teacher in me that I never, ever gave people a real deadline. Okay. You know, I was in charge of graduation for a lot of years, and there was always a date, and you had to order your cap and gown and your graduation things by that date. But if you didn't, I wasn't going to say, well, guess you're just going naked at graduation, no cap and gown for you. You know, I went and found the kid, pulled him out of class, said, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? When are you paying for this? Anyway, that's
Goblin said, go off, and she's giving you a round of applause.
yeah, thanks, kid. She's just glad I'm going off on somebody that's not her.
But you're not going off.
I'm really not. I am. I'm explaining. I'm educating you. I'm trying to tell you what's happening in the industry.
Because we're frustrated too.
We are. We are. And I mean, I tell you, when that Tim paper finally arrived here yesterday, you can, April will testify. We had the orders printed. I had boxes and envelopes labeled. When it came in, it rolled in around lunchtime.
Oh my gosh.
And
we were so excited.
We unpacked it. We counted it. We took a quick lunch break, and then we started stuffing into envelopes, and that stuff is rolling out this morning. And, you know, as soon as the post office gets here to pick it up, we've turned it around as fast as we possibly could have. There was no way to get it out of here sooner.
Nope.
So, because it didn't even come until yesterday.
All right. That's the truth. Be like the weather. Be when it'll be.
True. So true. All right. So let's have some announcements. Melanie's not here this morning. She's taking her son to the airport. So we wish her safe journey. She's got to go to Atlanta and back, and that's always
great time.
Terrifying. No, we had different words for that.
Well, my great time is
It was very sarcastic, absolutely dripping. All right, so Junk Journal January. Let's talk about that. Hey, week 1, it happened.
It did.
We had a Junk Journal January that day, and then friends, then was the flood. That was the first one. So we missed the second class because of flood. We missed the third class because of ice,
Yep.
and the fourth one because of snow. It was a real southern blizzard, y'all. So like about 4 inches. So we were shut down. Anyway, we are now taking Junk Journal January and turning it into Junk Journal February. So we will have class today from 2 to 4. You should have your book already made. So if not, if you want to come, we will catch you up on a book. No big deal. But today we'll be making pockets, belly bands, tuck spots, flip outs, flip downs, flip ups, flip around, all that kind of thing. Then we're going to take Valentine's Day off. I don't want to try to ruin anybody's prepaid plans and reservations. And the 21st, we will do a fill the pockets class. So we'll be doing tags, mini books, ephemera, things to stuff in your pockets and your tuck spots and all that kind of thing. And then the 28th will be the finishing touches, maybe some corner huggers, hidden paper clips, a little bit of lace, some fun things like that. All right, then March starts off the first weekend with Spring Forward. So we will be here all day Saturday and Sunday. There are still 4 seats left. Okay, 4 seats left for that. That's it. So get them while they're hot. And I'll tell you, I think 3 or 4 of the projects we're doing this time are my all-time favorite retreat projects.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'm not kidding about that. If I had to rank them, I think 3 or 4 of these would be in my top 5 or 6 probably. So anyway, make sure you're getting that taken care of because those seats are closing fast. All right, so that brings us to March. All right, in March, we're going to focus on some ATCs, and we've even been talking to Brenda and Kathy, who own the Fiber Art Studio downstairs, and we've been talking to them about coming up for one of the ATC classes and talking to us and helping us with adding some fibers, maybe adding some cheesecloth and fabric and string. And if you're a cross stitcher, like I know Jamie Clifford cross stitches, I cross stitch, you always got those little 1, 2, 3 inch pieces of string left over from your projects, and I actually save those. I know it's psychotic, but I do. And
hey, Elle says no waste. She does. I heard it many times.
No waste. So we can add things like that and just get that little bit of fiber arts in with it, which is a lot of fun. Also, maybe in March, maybe on a Sunday, or maybe in April after spring break, we're thinking about an altered book class. And you guys, I found these little books like this. This is just an example. I've got a whole, we don't have the down camera. Sorry.
Let me switch you, ma'am.
Down camera me, friend. Down camera me.
Okay, you're down.
But guys, anyway, I found these little books fairly inexpensively, and they're not very thick, but they are stitched in. And that makes it fun because you can pull out some bits from signatures and reduce the number of pages, and then go back in with your own decorations, and you can redecorate the front cover. You can give the whole book a totally different theme and have really nothing left of it that shows, except that this is your, what would you call it? Your construct, your
face, your bones.
Yes,
your bones.
Bones. All right, so here is an example of one that I did. Now, mine had butterflies on it, so I kept the butterflies for the most part. Now, there were some words right here that I wanted to cover up, so I had these cards that I had made, this card that I had made for something else. So I added it onto the front, and I added some lace around. Well, I put some gesso on to hide the words on the spine, and then put a little lace over to cover that up. And I put a little bit of lace just on the outside of the front and back cover as well. And then I left this one page in here because it says thinking of you and to from. And I thought, well, if I gifted this book to somebody, that might be a good page to leave. And if framework's good, it's not quite the word I'm looking for. There's a word that Tim Holtz uses, and I can't remember what it is. That's what I'm trying to think of. But anyway, all of the words we have used are acceptable. Thank you for wording for me today, folks. Anyway, here, it's got this like little leaf pattern and it's cute and it goes with the butterflies just fine. All right, but then here I have used some, this is some washi tape that Baby Goblin got me for Christmas or some such nearby event. And I've got just a different book page in the back. It's not the pages that go with this book. And this is a Sizzix stamped butterfly. And then this is a Hero Arts butterfly and a Hero Arts stencil and die set. I think Emma helped me make this one. I brought it into her with the stenciling done. And I said, Emma, it needs something else. And she put all the sparkles on it. And then there's part of a book page here. But here I've left some of the original book showing. And it picks up over here with the colors that's inside the front cover and stuff. So then this is this is Spellbinder stuff. This is gosh, I think it's actually a better press, but I glimmered with it.
It's beautiful. Is
it? Okay. So it's a better press plate, but I glimmered with it. And this glimmer is called the Rainbow Confetti Glimmer. And when you look at it in the roll, it's just, it looks like blobs. But then when you actually use it, it looks pretty cool. And then this was I think this is also a better press butterfly that I glimmered. And then I just colored in the purple with marker. Yes, it is shiny. And then these are some tea-dyed doily bits here. And because I am crazy, this is like something that I hole punched, probably a tag or a bookmark that I made. And that was the hole from the hole punch. And, I have a little tiny drawer of them. They're so fun. I know.
And we wonder why we squirrel at work.
I know. These are also better press butterflies. It's a set where you press like, I don't know, there's probably 10 or 13 of them that you press it and cut it once. So you press them and then you cut them, but the die is just one die. And so anyway, and then this is a technique I saw online using the scrap paper and putting a little black between it. And then it was a little too bright. So I put some whitewash over the top, did a little bit of stamping, a little bit of odds and ends here and there. And then there's another doily and another one of those better press butterflies. And then this is a butterfly card that we did with Libby Hickson like 3 years ago. She works for Pink and Main now, but this is when she was working for Hero Arts, and this was a Hero Arts butterfly card. And we glued on all the butterflies and bits of butterflies. They were all white. And then we inked the background and then left one white to the side to put on in the middle. And that was kind of a cool technique. I liked that. And then here's just a little bit of an atlas page behind these butterflies, which are that same Sizzix stamp butterfly from here that I was showing you earlier. Again, bits of the original page showing here because I liked the color. And then, that is some crazy butterfly stamp that I had in my stash that I stamped with embossing powder and put luscious powder over the top, or embossing ink rather. And then this, what are you, friend?
More butterflies.
Yes, more butterflies. So that's the inside of the back cover. And then I think Kristen Root sent me this piece of fabric that had little butterflies on it, and I put on the back cover. So anyway, altered book class, thinking about that for March. If anybody has a preference, whether Saturday works for you or Sunday, we haven't scheduled it yet. So I am willing to accept opinions at this time. But only at this time. You got 15 minutes after. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But
I'm going to show you a couple of products before I turn it over to April. Want to do a little bit of review. So we've been showing you and showing you and showing you our dog houses because we can't help it, and they are adorable.
Show the last 3 pages of mine.
Oh, you haven't seen the last couple pages of April's yet. Oh, yes. Okay, one more before this. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's skateboard. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about, because some of you are looking at all these bricks and all this wood and all this wood and all these individual bricks, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so I have some alternatives for you, and we're going to start here. One is that, like April has done here, and I've seen a lot of people use this technique online. Well, not this technique, but just the idea of using. Yeah, she did though. See the bricks that I made with you the other day using the book pages and the splash paint. She did steal that, but I've seen a lot of people just use, the handful of bricks for the suggestion of a brick wall instead of putting every single one on there, which is very, very good. And so that is a thought, but I have more thoughts for you. Hang on, they're coming. I'll show you the rest of April's books first, though. So you got the puppy, look at him with his little hat on the skateboard. Come on, it's completely adorable. And then here's the bunny just in time for Easter. And I think we do have 1 or 2 bunnies left. And look, y'all, the gate opens. It opens. It's adorable. And she's got all the landscaping bits in the background. It is so cute. So cute. So cute. And then,
you can take Scrappy out too.
If you don't know, this is Scrappy the dog. April had a dog named Scrappy before she ever knew about ScrappyShak. And this is literally what Scrappy looks like. And he comes to the store sometimes. So, come see us. You can meet Scrappy. But anyway, Scrappy is driving the car. He's got his suitcases packed. Looks like he's leaving a storm behind him. A little bit cloudy back there, and he's headed for the sunshine. So, adorable. But here are some thoughts that I had. If you didn't want to glue all those pieces, and for the wood, it takes I think it's 12 different pieces of wood to make the whole house. And the bricks, we won't even tell you the number. But anyway,
12.
it's a good bit, but it doesn't take long to do. It's just a good bit. But if you remember, many of you have these, okay, or the cobblestone one. This is the large A5 embossing folder by Tim Holtz. Okay, and you could get the whole house in there. All right, you can get the whole house in there and just have your logs like that. Put in a light brown paper, emboss it, do some shading with some darker brown and some black and all that kind of thing. And, it would be done. Same thing with the cobblestones. Now, we are currently out of stock of the cobblestones, but I do have some in the cart. We'll probably order that later this afternoon. But these 2 things I have gone ahead and put on the new product showcase for you today, in case you want to give that idea a try. And then we'll have the cobblestones, should have them next week, depending on weather. And, I give you the best information that I have, right? The best information that I have. So anyway, this embossing folder starts off at $16.99. The book starts off at $30.95, and those are going to be 15% off today. Okay, today's code, and I'm going to write it down for you. Today's code is warm colors. Because of the Tim palette paper, it's warm colors 15, all caps. I just wrote it in all lowercase, but you need to type it in all caps. Warm colors 15. Of the Tim colors that we have received thus far, we have pink, orange, and red, which are warm colors. And at the end of the video today, I'm going to tell you what colors are coming when the rest of this year, so you can get ready to order those. Because let me tell you, they came in yesterday. We shipped all afternoon. So April and I didn't get to play with the paper till we got home last night.
So sorry, guys. Our creates aren't.
But I have, we have some examples to show you, what we could do in last night's time before we had to be here at 8 o'clock again this morning. But I was trying to put some pre-made things onto the paper, some like a Valentine that I had made last year and didn't use, an extra, I don't know. Oh, an Alice in Wonderland that I had last year that I didn't end up using because I used a different one on that particular project that I was doing last year. But anyway, and I kept thinking as I was looking through my stash, I was thinking, oh, I wish I had the green. I wish I had the blue. I wish I had this other color. So they are coming. They are coming. So I will tell you about that. And then the last two things I'm going to tell you about. All right. When I showed you Eeyore back in the day, I was showing you that 100 Acre Woods Butter Press. Okay. And we do finally have some of those in, and they are on your Warm Colors 15 today. That is $24.99, and it's just so good. If you have any of the characters, you can pop them on there. You could pop on just a honey pot. You could pop on just balloons. You could leave it by itself and put a little shimmer on it, and it's beautiful. It's just a matter of picking your paper and ink colors, and you're good to go. All right, so we're going to stay down camera for just a second. Then April's going to switch over to computer. This is a, oh boy.
It is from the, all
right.
I think that one, hang on, I'm sorry. It's Fluff, Frost, and Roll is the name of that die set.
Okay, so we were sent this die set as an example of this line, which is called, what's the whole line called? Help us, Diane. You just ordered it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right. But anyway, it's from Spellbinders, and it's all baking and cooking stuff. And there's a great big bundle. And there's this die. Carolyn made this card. Bless her. She made it
and make it.
She bake it and make it.
That's the name.
Bake it and make it is the name of the whole bundle. And then there's all kinds of things. There's dies, there's stamps, there's
embossing folder.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to have you hand me that list in a second. But this thank you. Carolyn made several weeks ago. And then she made it back in January before the first storm.
It's a long time
we had just this for the example, and then I realized I couldn't show it, so I've had this hidden in the store for weeks, trying to wait to show it to you. But it's gorgeous, and she did such a great job. And of course, Carolyn is brilliant at the metallics and the sparkles, and she's got it all shined up. So fabulous. But so what we have, if you're interested, guys, because the cooking thing isn't for anybody or for everybody, but I can. Okay. So April's going to flip, and we're going to show you these, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and read you the pricing. Just text us, email us, let us know that you want us to order it, and we will order it. Is it pre-sale on Notions, or is it available?
Parts are pre-sale, parts are available.
Okay, so parts we can get you next week. Parts may be a couple of weeks. Not going to lie about that.
Yeah.
But the whole bundle is $149.99, and of course we would do a little deal there. All right. So this is what she's showing you by Tina Smith, the Make It and Bake It I Want It All bundle. So there's
what is
this is not.
No, this is all part of the bundle, and then we'll do
individual.
Look at that.
And it's showing you two prices. Are you on the wholesale side?
No. Not. But I love that embossing folder.
Yeah, the embossing folder is pretty great.
So let's go back and I will show you.
So the embossing folder, if you're interested in that,
Here's the embossing.
Is $15.99. The Confection Companions embossing folder. Oh, there it's done with a bunch of different colors. Plus that little vellum touch, which is cute. Oh, Diane says perfect for Mother's Day cards and projects. But not your mother, baby goblin. You know I'm not cooking.
And then, which one next?
Cool It Cookie Rack. So the Cool It Cookie Rack is a die set, and that is $28.99. So you cut all those pieces out with your different colored paper or with your white paper and then color it. Oh yeah, Lisa, that's a good idea. Lisa says, if you were doing a recipe book, or a recipe junk journal or something like that, that would be
a great idea.
See, our friends are so smart. Okay, so give me the Fluff, Frost, and Roll.
Fluff, Frost, and Roll.
All right, one of you is trying to call us on the telephone. We can't answer it right now, friends. I'm sorry. April's running the computer and I'm talking. We just can't help you. You'll have to leave a message.
There you go.
All right, so there's your fluff floss and roll. That's also a die set, and that is $28.99. And yes, those rolling pins are adorable. The cookie cutters are great. Very, very cute. How about Made with Love?
It's your apron.
Oh,
Take your mitts.
okay. So the apron, the mitts, I guess the chocolate chip cookies, because chocolate chip cookies are made with love for sure. The flower, the bow, the cupcake, adorable. This one is $32.99. And then Magic Mixer. All right, Magic Mixer is also a die set, $28.99. It's a pretty big die set. You know, there's several layers on the mixer and the bowl, and then you've got the cord and the whisk and the that's the stuff right there.
You're my batter half.
Despite any rumors you may hear, April and I were not eating the cookie dough raw yesterday before the store opened. Wait, yeah, we were. All right, Measure Mates. Okay. Measure Mates is $25.99. And it's got a scale and measuring cups. I don't think I noticed the scale before. How blind am I? It's pretty obvious. Spoons. Okay. I do bake. Emily.
Mom needs it, Emily.
Damn it, Emily. Don't do me like that. I was not going to get any of these. She said, what if I had a mouse baking, a sparkly mouse baking the cookies?
Emily's bad. She needs a timeout. Okay, and then here is
killing me, kid. Killing me. All right, yes, the stamps are sugared expressions. So these are your words.
Your words.
Sentiments. That's what they like to call them.
Yes.
They are words. These are $14.99, and it does not look like it comes with a die, but it looks like the words are lined up pretty straightforward where they could just be easily cut by a paper trimmer, honestly.
You count, not calories. Dough can't cure. Yes, it can.
That's funny. All right, and then the whole bundle's $149.99.
Oh, my bad.
We do not have any of this in the store right now, but if you let us know you want it, we will fetch it for you.
I might want it.
All right, dear. I believe that makes it your turn.
I believe you're right.
All right, please hold while we
adjust.
While we switcheroo.
And don't look. Don't look, guys. Okay, now you can look.
April has so many things to show you.
Barbie saves me for all the things.
All the things.
All the things. Okay, so we haven't had one of these 1-2 punches in a hot minute. So we just got these back yesterday, $8.99. You can do a corner rounder, or a notch punch. Very handy dandy.
I will say I own several Spellbinders punches, and they work well. I've not had any problems with any of them.
Then we got a few Tim products back in or just in. So we have some paper distressors for $6.99. This, you take your little paper and you rub it on that little blade, and it gives it that rough edge that we junk journal messy people like. That is $6.99. And we had somebody in the store, I don't know, last 2 weeks.
That scrapbooking convention.
Yes,
in town.
They were looking for some photos. So we got in photo booth, 40 photos, $7.09. You get all of those photos. They're pretty cute. They're a cute little couple. All right. And then we got some found relatives. So this is that photo album that Barbie has at her house, and she doesn't know who all those people are. I found them. They're right here. And there are 45 of those for $8.39. And then we've got some solo paper dolls, which are always a little bit creepy. And there are 83 pieces in this one. Oh, and a little dog for $10.59. So we got those. And then we got in just a plain metal ruler. We have a couple of these in stock. It is $2.95. It has inches and centimeters? No,
I would think so.
I
Centimeters.
think they're centimeters. It doesn't say, guys. All right. And then because Barbie and I really want to do ATCs and we thought February was going to be ATCs, but now it's going to be maybe February, maybe March. So we got this stencil and it's got 4 great stencils for ATC cards. And this is $9.95, which is not bad, especially with 4 different backgrounds. And then we have an Elizabeth Craft classic ATC stamp for $12.95, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different stamps in it. It's really cute. And that's $12.95. And then some of you may have this, but some of you may not. Bon Voyage clear stamps, $5.99. Very cute for your travel book.
It was in one of our subscription boxes.
Yeah.
So
Couldn't tell you
Jennifer
which one.
Marshall, I'm talking to you. You already have it. Don't order it.
Don't do it. Or do it. This time we're selling it to you though. All right. And then we thought that we should give you a quick little comparison of the 12 by 12 and the 8 by 8 because the scale is different. The pictures are the same. The 12 by 12s are $12.99 and the 8 by 8s are $7.99. So there's your front cover. Now all the pages will all have the same, but they may not have the same backs on them. And that way you have the option to use the backs on something else and maybe not mess up something. So Barbie, you wanted to say something? No, maybe?
Nope, you said it.
Oh, okay. Yay! Those maps. But yeah, quite a difference.
This is the orange palette. I'm sure you picked up on that from the orange front cover, but you know, just in case somebody's doing the dishes and only half washing.
Half washing or half washing?
Half washing.
And Tim did only go for things that had orange in it. So it may be orange wallpaper, orange.
I think some of them were like the linings of suitcases and
Makes sense.
crazy things like that. That mushroom paper April just showed you, it's so funny. Both of us went home independently, and the first project we each made last night was with the mushroom paper.
Yeah.
And the mushroom paper is only in the orange. It's not in any of the other colors that we currently have.
Correct.
If it's in any of the colors that we don't have, I don't know about it yet. I didn't watch the whole 3 hours of the Tim Live.
But this paper is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yes, Emily, I agree that I liked that stained glass stencil. Well, hey, Leslie Miller. Ooh, and Joanne Barrows. Oh, all our people from other places are here today.
Ooh.
All our Better Press people. Hey, Better Presses are coming in on Tuesday, allegedly.
Tuesday.
USPS right now says Tuesday.
All right.
So I will get those out to you ladies ASAP since I get them.
That is the orange collection. And then you want to give me another color? Thanks. Thanks, ma'am.
Here, you could do the pink next.
The pink?
Pink.
Pink is my favorite. Well, it is right now. Purple may become, I don't know. So here is your 8x8 of the pink. Look at how pretty.
So some pages are similar from pack to pack, and other pages are completely different.
Yeah, this one I've only seen in this pink.
Yeah. But I think almost all of them have tickets.
This is the first one I've seen with bingo cards too.
Yes.
And we were trying to figure out what this is. Because part of it looks like it should be a carousel. But then that other part really messes it up. So I don't know what it is. It's just got me confused. Here's a man. Some more stamps, more bingo card.
So remember, the 12 by 12s are the same. It's just probably better on screen just to show you one though.
Yes. And then you got your strip pages, and that's it for the pink. And then the red.
Red.
Red wine. Okay. And last but not least. This is the only one that has this so far, which is really neat. Alphabet. And I think this one's cool too.
You're
See
welcome,
the-
Leslie. No problem.
You see the little honeycomb, chicken wire, whatever in the back? Thought that was neat. And then who doesn't love a ledger? Stamps.
And the good news is that after packing up all of the stuff that was pre-ordered, we still do have some of every color and size left in the store. And I'm so excited about that because that means that you guys can, if you're seeing this for the first time, you can order this morning. And I will say, Jennifer Marshall, one of the first things I said when I was done shipping yesterday is I looked up and I looked at April. I said, Jennifer didn't order any tin paper. We were very confused.
Yes, we were. We were
We
very,
were-
very, very confused. All right, and then these are the makes I made. Here's my orange. I was kind of going for ATC, but I didn't stamp the back because my stamps were upstairs.
It has luster wax on it.
And then my pink one does too. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you
Oh
can.
yeah, that's that rainbow lilac, and I don't think they make that anymore.
I don't know, but it's my favorite.
Do we still have some?
I think we do.
I think we still have a couple jars. If you want some rainbow lilac luster wax,
I love it.
we are the source.
So there's my pink, and here is my red. So actually, I don't think I put luster on this. Shame on me. Shame on me. All right, Bobby's turn.
I'll show you my projects really quick. I made a couple for real projects, and then I threw together a couple pieces of stuff. All right, so this was my mushroom paper. Like I said, I was trying to find things in my stash that I already had made, and I'd made this little Valentine last year. I think it's from a Penny Black stamp. And anyway, I had it sitting there. So I thought, you know what? They're sitting on a mushroom. I'm just going to add them to the mushroom paper. So, and then I've got a piece of homemade paper in between, and I tinted the edges a little bit, but the mushroom paper is cute.
It is cute.
And then, oh, I had this Alice from an indigo blue stamp, and I'm not sure if we still have this exact stamp yet, or if we have the other Alice. So-
I think we might still have her. I think.
But anyway, I cut a strip of the orange map and I put her on vellum because putting her directly onto the map was, I don't know, it was a little too much. It was a little too much. So I put the vellum in between to separate it a little bit. Then I went downstairs to find some ribbon, and this yarn was laying there that the orange is the same color that's kind of in her hair, and the green is pretty close to the parts of the dress that, it's got some different shading and stuff. But anyway, and then I did a wee tag. I had some of these love things left over from Valentine's last year. So there's a bingo card behind it. And then again, a sheet of vellum because I wanted to put it on this rose paper, but putting it directly on was just too much. So I lightened it up and then used a little bit of lace and a little bit of metallic thread here that Kristen Root sent me the metallic thread, I believe. So that was fun. And then I just started doofing around. So the front covers look like this. And we don't like to waste things.
No,
We don't. So I cut a strip of it and I thought, okay, this could be a little accordion book type thing.
That'd be a great pocket stuffer.
Yeah, great for your junk journals, stuffing them in there. I think I might leave this page and this page, and then between these two pages that are kind of plain, I can't decide whether I want to put a mushroom or a butterfly or a flower. I guess I just go through my stash and see what I find. Maybe I'd put something on this page because those are those little bitty postage stamps, but at that size, they're very small. Anyway, so you can cut up your front covers, guys, and you can use them. Okay, like if you did, sorry, I keep saying like, if you did a square, like this square here or this square here, and drew in some little stitches, you can make it look like a baby quilt, especially if you were using the pink one. Although red, my daughter tells me, because she does all the research, I think it's red and blue and black and white that babies see more clearly when they're very, very, very super young. So who knows? Maybe they need red baby quilts. And then I took one piece from each color palette and embossed and luster waxed it. So here's a couple bingo cards with that rainbow lilac luster wax and just a circle embossing folder. It's the embossing folder I use when I'm making golf cards. It just looks like little golf. This is on, oh, and that was just plain on the back. This is the map on this side, and this is the Spellbinders waffle die that was out at Christmas time with the Candy King collection. Candy Christmas collection. So there's a little gold luster wax on top of that, but you could still see the bits of map and the words and stuff. The flip side, I went ahead and did too. And that was that light orange, kind of yellowy with the dark orange, just plain solid color flowers. So that was fun. And then this one's from the red palette. On this side, it's almost like, it's not Old English, but it's like that Anglo-Saxon font alphabet. And then this side was that red flower paper that April was talking about with the chicken wire in the background. But you almost can't recognize it here because I've embossed it with an old Spellbinders butterfly embossing folder, and then put some of that rose gold luster wax on it. And then the reverse side has the luster wax as well. All right, folks, that is all we have to show you. And we're not going to do a demo today because our main thing was paper, and you don't need to be taught how to cut a piece of paper. But I do want to fill you in, and I'll do this while I have the screen still down. You can take a screenshot if you want. According to Mr. Tim Holtz, these are when the next colors are coming out, so you can prepare yourself. Now, notice there are no dates here. So when he says March, I don't know if he means March 1st or March 31st or somewhere in between. All right, this is all the information I have. But in March, you're going to get the same kind of palettes, but the yellow, green, and neutral colors will be available. All right, and if you want to kind of know what these look like, all these papers are based on his fabrics that came out last year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of the company that puts the fabrics out.
It is Free Spirit?
Free Spirit Fabrics, okay? I think you're right, because I think it's the same company that does Seth Apter's fabric, and that sounds right. All right, then sometime in May, we're going to get teal, blue, and indigo. And if you are, if you're wanting to kind of pre-decide, like you're one of those people that's like, okay, I like some of it, but I don't like all of it. And I like some colors better than others. He did do a live that was a good, I think it was close to 3 hours. I watched the first part pretty carefully because I wanted to see what he was saying about the red, the orange, and the pink. But then I kind of skipped through and picked up this information in the rest of it because I wanted this information, but I just didn't have time that day to sit down and watch him for 3 hours. I'll go back and pick up some of the rest of it later, but today is not that day either. July. Okay, so in May sometime, we should get teal, blue, and indigo. In July, there's a pack that's a combination of purple and violet. And then there's a charcoal pack, and there's a multi-pack. So it's got tons and tons and tons of different colors in it. And then, and this was really vague, he said there would be seasonal paper, some Halloween palette, and some Christmas. And all he said about it was that it would come out when the seasonal stuff comes out. So I guess probably around July-ish, when the Halloween stuff comes out, usually early July, late June, somewhere in there, we can expect Halloween. And then when we get Christmas in July, maybe, or maybe it comes out, I don't even know anymore.
May.
I'm so confused.
Yesterday.
But whenever the Christmas comes out, there should be Christmas paper as well. All right, and we will have that all available for you. And it's not like that release that he did last year that was very limited and everybody was scrambling to get it and we didn't get our whole shipment. This is going to be in the line as long as people are buying it. So as long as people keep buying it, they'll keep making it, theoretically. That's what Tim said anyway on his live. So
That's all we got.
I think that concludes us for today, ladies and gentlemen. Your code for today is warm colors 15, all caps, to celebrate our new pink, red, and orange release. And if you see there, Emily is educating you on the names of colors. My daughter's a special education teacher, and the knowledge she has that she either researches herself or that she learns from her students because it's their area of expertise and somebody's really fascinated and obsessed with it. It's bonkers. The stuff she knows. But there you go. She says red, yellow, and blue. They start distinguishing shades of them later. Okay. So that's what babies see first. Your cultural actually can determine how many colors you see. There's a Native American group that see way more shades of green because they have so many variations for the color green in their language. Okay, so there you go.
Right.
There's your education for the day. So we've done what we can for you.
Yeah.
And now we're off to run the store. Farewell, friends. See you next week.
Bye.